So you were a coach on the show for Little John, right?
Oh my God!
Right now you had a nice little confrontation with your boy Floyd Mayweather. What do you think about that?
Wow. Okay, people. Some of y'all were too young to know about MMA and things like that. On the show, it was hilarious because I broke training camp to film that show.
Really?
And a good friend of mine, he's crazy, cool, controversial, former arm wrestling world champion. My life crosses over like nuts. Eddie DeLuca. Give you a shout out to Eddie, wherever you're at. So Eddie DeLuca calls me. Shine, we got something for you. And that's how I talk. And so he tells me about it, and I was like, Eddie, I'm in training camp for the WEC welterweight world title. Oh, that's no big deal. You'll whoop his ass. That's literally how the big HGHO dude.
Yeah.
And get a forearm like size up his forearms are ridiculous. So I'm like, say less, Eddie. I'm your homie. I got friends. They call me. I do what they. That's why I'm here. Shout out to George.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I get flown to Atlanta. Coaches, teammates are pissed because they making time for me. Right. They say, we're going to kick your ass when we get back. I'll say less. I'm on it. So literally I go down there, irregardless, under much refute. I get there, and for lack of better terms, it was a shit show. Now, let me explain. If I'm early and the future Miss ex-girlfriend is off camera, she's right there. There were 2 times I was early. May 3rd, 1972, and the first day of filming on the Iron Ring for BET. If I'm before everybody, there were cameramen that were late. The rappers, do I even need to talk to you about rappers? Yeah, they're in their own little universe. So I'm there, I'm early, I'm before everybody. I actually held the door for a production assistant. Come on in, we waiting on you. So literally, I go, and then they're doing the blah, 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 blah. And at this juncture, I say I'm not like a purple belt in Hollywood. I get some of the stuff. I got stripes in my belt, but I'm not a black belt. I don't know what's going on. I just go with it. And literally, so people are like, well, we have to wait because so-and-so's not here. I'm like, what the fuck you mean?
Were you talking about Mayweather?
All of
is that okay? When
Floyd
was late though?
Right, he was late.
Okay.
So I get to working out. They're just big, giant, heavy bag. You're sitting on the ground like a full 500 pound. So I'm pip, trying to at least keep up with training. Literally, I get a tap on the shoulder. Floyd said you can't hit that bag. You better get away from me. This ain't the one you want. And
you're looking up at his security guard or
wall,
something?
them dudes.
Okay.
And so I'm pipping. And so then I said, let me turn the switch on, open the gates. And I open the gates very much. Whack! I throw a kick. The bag goes. Tss. Is this what you want? I said, you know what?
You were telling them, like, I'll do this to you, basically.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to be.
And this guy's like a giant. Mayweather's got huge, for people that don't know, massive 7 foot, 400-pound guys.
And these have been 2 victims of 1,100. So, and he said, I don't care who he think he is. I'm like, I've got not boxing gloves, not the cute little Grants. I've got the Fairtex, Lumpini Stadium gloves.
The Thai boxing?
Yeah, the ones that's concrete in the gloves.
And Floyd was the one saying, I don't care who he thinks he's talking shit.
Talking shit. I got the cute little I got the cute little shorts on. Ladies, I know you want a pill. I know. Holler at your boy. If the man wants Speedos, holler at your man. I got you.
Ross might actually.
Ross,
down with that.
Thanks, brother.
Right. So, custom orders. I designed them for you. So, I'm like, and then I forget his name. I want to say David Rothman. Whoever the EP was for the show. Shonie, we're going to start filming soon. All right, my man. I give him a strong dap because that switch is on. Like, and I'm like, trying to break the ice with the executive producer. I don't even put on the full shower cologne. I just throw on something. And so He's still me. I'm like,
so you're referring to Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, right?
Right. Yeah, we were good friends.
Okay. Just so people, just to clarify that he's still the that's Mayweather talking shit to you.
And I'm like, who does this cute little pit bull that you're talking to? And they were like, Shonie, cool out. I says, she's seen Clarence, but then there's that other dude behind Clarence. She's not seen. Human, I'm hungry. I haven't had blood in a while. And I could get back in the closet. So yeah. And so I go downstairs, I shower, and come back up. Lil John is, we're going to get crunk. And I'm like.
This is Lil John the rapper. For people that don't know, Lil John's phrase was, let's get crunk.
Yeah, let's get crunk.
Can do the yak.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's too much going on because I'm thinking fighting for the WEC World title on set. I'm in Atlanta. Nobody has a whole focus list for me because nobody wants to. I have a black belt in karate from Japan. So not anybody holding pads for me. So the fights are going on, and I'm trying to keep that dude out of the scene, locked in the sub-basement. And he said something, and then she knows about Clarence. Clarence is the first cousin of Bernie Mac and Red Fox. That dude will chew you out. We'll talk about how you so dumb you will fart in the tub while taking a bath and turn around and bite in the bubble. That is literally who he is. So, I mean, I'll make a judge cuss on Sunday in church. I mean, really. So,
did you find out why Mayweather didn't want you hitting the bag?
What it was is that he thinks he's alpha and omega of the situation. And I get he's got more money than Christ's clouds in the sky on a sunny day in July. But in this small world of mine, I respect him. I respect what he does and done, and I don't trip on any athlete. But when you give me, I'm like, those of us that are really bad boys. We'll stop talking. Then things happen. And I'm that dude to either, Jesus, do I send him back to repair? Oh, I got to leave him here. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I did. My bad.
Did he not know he was dealing with Mr. International or what? Did you guys know who you were? Did he know you were a professional fighter?
No, and that's the worst part about it is because the boxers, and I respect them all, they have this foolish ideology in their brains that 2 pistols in war can win a battle.
All right.
And I told people, I've told boxers, you are a bad Rottweiler, you're a badass pit bull in the neighborhood on the block. You run on the treadmill with the dumbbell in your mouth. I'm a fucking lichen. And those who don't know what a lichen werewolf is, look up Lycan, werewolf. And so
they want nothing to do with your smoke.
They ain't want none of it.
So he was just trying to basically trying to punk you out or something, right? He saw you had skill on the bag, right? He might not have known who you were.
I'm a southpaw.
Yeah.
Pip. I'm throwing double jab, lead hook, left cross, step off with the rear leg roundhouse, or lead leg roundhouse to a lead leg side kick, all on holding my breath while drinking tequila. Catch that up.
So Mayweather is probably intimidated by you then, right? I mean, if he's got the alpha complex, he's probably seen you beat the shit out of his back.
Right.
Like,
I'm laughing. Even when and it goes beyond him, and they snuffed the story. This is amidst the St. Clair Chronicles of my life. Literally, I went to the Anthony Pettis Roy Jones fight.
Right.
I'm a journalist. Trying to get to these good seats. And so after the fight, some of the boxing fans are pissed because Anthony gets the decision. And I forget the little boy's name. Not Bud Crawford. Oh, my God. I just supposed to say that. One of the boxers you would know. And I went up to Roy Jones Jr. because I painted him. Mm-hmm. I'm an artist. Other than Speedos and slapping Ringos on the butt and accusing her of Photoshop. Well, I paint pictures, I write poetry, and so when he was talking to me, I'm like, and he's like, he said something, that boxing is the king of battle. I'm like, human, I'm going to let that slide. And the promoter was like, Shonie, man, you better tell this little motherfucker better go on, man, because I ain't playing with this little...
And who are you referring to?
Okay, let me see this. But I'm trying to think of the little motherfucker.
Yeah, boxers now?
Boxers.
Gervonta Davis?
No, not Tank. I'm cool. He's a southpaw.
Right.
There's Bud, who actually wrestled.
Let's take it to Mayweather, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you finish that up. So what did his bodyguard say to you when you were like, I want this to be next?
They both looked at each other, and I'm looking at both of them. I said, fellas, it was like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
And big dudes.
Giants, yeah.
Yeah, they're giants. I said, look around you. I'm the only motherfucker in this room, and I feel like this. I can't make this up. I'm the only motherfucker in this room that's kicking a 500-pound bag, punching a 500-pound bag, and it's moving. It's sitting on the ground. It's sliding. Now, look around you. All of these motherfucking MMA fighters know who I am. Your 4, 5, 6 guys versus my whole fucking gang. Do the math. You are surrounded by me. Now, Pshaw. I'm training for a world title fight, and I'm just trying to get the bullshit workout. Look at me, people, work out. And
where's Floyd position? Is he behind them?
He's behind them.
Okay, so there's a wall of these bodyguards.
Bodyguards.
And he's talking to you.
Man, I'm talking wow.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, why is this motherfucker talking behind dudes? I don't need security. Even at the apex of the height of what people knew who I was, and I'd be walking around Chicago. I'd go shopping at Jewel Osco or Walgreens. I have a 7-day bus card. Even if I'm driving a car, I pump my own gas. I remember when Chuck Liddell, when he was a UFC champion, he had a Ferrari that was given to him by the UFC. He had a friend, Cruz Gomez. Cruz had to take the car to go get gas in the car because that's California.
Yeah.
But even when I would go to expos, and when I would go to Vegas, I bumped into Floyd in the Hard Rock.
Did he remember you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what? Why was he? So this is your first interaction with him. So when you're hitting the bag, the bodyguards come up. Floyd doesn't want you to do that. Blah blah blah. This is your first time interacting with him, right?
Yeah.
And he's just talking. And this is the start of the show. This is your first initial meeting, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know why he's probably just intimidated by you, threatened by you.
I'm just like, why is Floyd barking up a tree, trying to poke the fucking lichen werewolf?
Yeah.
And people think I'm making this stuff up. I said, I can show you a picture of me wearing a kilt and a top hat on the side of the pyramid of Giza. I don't make stuff up. And literally, I'm like, little Negro boy, little man child, leave me alone. I'm just trying to get like 4 or 5 rounds, not even 5s. I just need a quick 5 3-minute rounds, break a sweat, go shower, get ready for the show, like I'm doing now. Here's that voice, ladies and gentlemen. Here's that voice. And I'm trying to get into the mode of the ebb and flow.
Yeah.
He's interrupting my process.
So after you're like, y'all, this is my gang around me, right?
Yeah.
Like what happened? Like how did the confrontation get alleviated? So after they realized they're outnumbered, right? So
yeah, they whisked away, and
okay.
I want to say his name was David Rothman. It's David something.
Okay.
And he's like, Shonie. I'm like, would you mind going and get dressed? And says, yes, but these other certain individuals of the hip hop community are not here yet. So as I go throw on the I have the suit from when Jim Carrey played The Mask.
No, nice.
And I have that same yellow zoot suit.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do.
I think they got the show. You had that first. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, you will just go.
You had that.
I had the lavender, the fedora with the lavender tie and shirt with the lavender square tips. She's a big fan of my square tip shoes. And so
Mayweather probably saw your flash. He's probably
like
a
little taken back.
This guy's outdoing me.
Yeah,
right.
You're hitting the bag and kicking it. You're moving it. He ain't moving that thing.
Right.
So
and I'm like, and I've told people in other interviews, I respect that 50-0. There were fighters like Joe Louis and Willie Pep and all those old school boxers who don't get the credit for winning, even if they lost a fight or two. Somebody has a record of 118 wins on their record. People, 50 times trying hard, and you did fight some legit guys. I'm not knocking De La Hoya. I'm not knocking anybody that he fought. But come on, man. Really? You bragging about 50-0, and people are looking at the number 50-0.
Yeah.
There are people like me who I did underground fights in Chicago at the Tropicana de Cache on Milwaukee and Armitage. In one night, I fought 6 or 7 guys. I never left the ring.